The Samsung Galaxy A73 or the more affordable Samsung Galaxy A53, both sharing the same design and a couple of other similarities, both the higher ends of Samsung's A series for the year 2022. The Galaxy A73 can be considered top of Samsung's mid-range chain, powered by the Snapdragon 778G, while the Galaxy A53 is powered by the new Exynos 1280. While one would naturally expect the A73 to be the much better device in all categories, being the highest in the series, in my experience using this two, I can say for certain it is not that straightforward. It is no longer a surprise that Samsung has extended its flagship treatment to the top end of its A-series devices. No, I'm not talking about build quality or processor, I'm talking no headphone jack nor charger in the box. That's what you get regardless of which you purchase between the Galaxy A73 and A53. I've published individual reviews on these devices, so I'll have links down in the description so you can check them out, affiliate purchase links included. So we're focusing on the similarities and differences between the Samsung Galaxy A53 and A73. Price wise, they are about $100 apart, with the A73 costing significantly more. In Nigeria, that's about 60k difference. So if you're watching this video, you're probably considering either of them but want to know if it is worth spending more to get the A73 or if the A53 is just enough to cater to your smartphone needs. The base version of either of these come with 6GB of RAM and 128GB of internal storage, and they both support micro SD card. It is not hard to notice that they both have the same design and build quality. The only differences in the build and design is the position of the SIM slot. It is placed at the bottom on the A53 and on the A72 it is at the top. The Galaxy A73 is a slightly taller device at 6.7 inches compared to 6.5 inches on the A53, so you know which one to choose if size is a major concern for you. They are both IP67 rated and will both get 4 years of major OS upgrades. So design, build quality and software wise, they are pretty much on the same level and get the same features. They differ mostly in the main camera specifications and also the processor, which we'll take a look at shortly. The display of the Samsung Galaxy A73 is supposedly Super AMOLED Plus, so it should be a tad above the A53, which is just Super AMOLED. But having them side by side, there is really nothing significant to tell them apart in quality. Although on YouTube you get a maximum of 1080p on the A53 and you get it up to 2160p on the A73. On difference you'll notice on the display, aside the bigger size on the A73 is the bigger punch hole camera. While they are both 32 megapixel selfie cameras, the Samsung Galaxy A73 has a bigger punch hole. They both have 120Hz high refresh rate and you will find them to be pretty smooth around the UI when scrolling. But things start to differ when you are on Twitter. It is much smoother scrolling through Twitter on the A73 than it is on the A53. Sometimes it stutters so much on the A53 that I check to confirm if I am actually on 120Hz. Right now it has actually improved and it's a lot better than it was a few days ago. I actually think it might be a problem with optimizations for the Exynos 1280 because I have the same experience with the A33. To be clear, I only had this problem with Twitter. It works just fine with other applications, but I'm someone that uses Twitter a lot and it's sometimes not fun to use on the Galaxy A53. Speaking on processor performance, while the Exynos 1280 is new and should get better with a couple of optimizations, the Snapdragon 778G on the A73 is a lot more stable and I've experienced no performance issues. On the Galaxy A53, the experience is not always smooth. Aside Twitter, I get occasional lags in the UI, specifically when unlocking with the fingerprint scanner. There's this 2 or 3 seconds freeze. It doesn't happen frequently and I'll say maybe just once or twice a week. It has not happened recently though. It should be fixed with a few more updates and it's not something that might bother the average user, but I think Samsung has not really done much to increase faith in their Exynos processors. Performance on gaming is nothing of major concern for the A53 when compared to the A73. While the Exynos 1280 does not yet have the level of gaming optimizations of the Snapdragon 778G, it does game well at good frame rates with no hissing concerns. You just won't be able to play at the high graphics settings expected of a processor at this price range. Now comparing their battery performance, they both have the same capacity and you can be guaranteed at least a day of use from both. When I used them individually for a few days, I never bothered about the battery, and when I did bother to check, I get at least 7 hours of screen on time with the A73. The A53 will give similar and probably better because it has a smaller display. It might surprise you to find out that the Exynos 1280 edges out the Snapdragon when it comes to their cameras. This is debatable and subject to personal opinion of course. Both the Samsung Galaxy A53 and A73 have mostly the same camera configuration except for the main rear camera, which is 108 megapixels for the A73 and 64 megapixels for the A53. I actually posted some samples for a blind camera test on Twitter, and most people chose the A53 as the one with the better photos. They both take great photos, and unless you are putting them side by side, you won't really be bothered about their quality, but I have to say the A53 does really good on its image processing. Let me know your thoughts on these photos. So this is the rear cameras of the Samsung Galaxy A53 and A73. They are both shooting 4K 30 frames per second. Say hi to your favorites tech YouTubers. Eric Okafor, say hi.
Hey guys, what's up?
Valo, say hi.
Let's switch on over to the front.
Which one do you guys prefer? Let me know in the comment section below.
Team Android, please. Team Android. Yeah, they both have OIS, so let me just walk down the stairs and see.
Let me push in.
Don't push me. The A53, sorry, the A73 looks more stable, but I guess. Okay, so you are looking at videos from the selfie cameras of the Samsung Galaxy A53 and the A73.
Waiting.
Yeah, both shooting at 4K 30 frames per second.
A53 is looking better.
Rate
Yeah,
the noise
from the
cancellation.
yeah, see your favorite YouTubers, Valo and Eric. To summarize my experience having both of these, I can say for certain you'll get that slightly more premium feel with the A73, and if the price is not a problem, you will actually get the desired performance with that smooth software experience. The Galaxy A53 on the other hand has solid camera performance when compared to the A73, and arguably the slightly better one. It is also the more affordable device. The software experience is mostly good except for the occasional lags, especially on Twitter. It will definitely get better with time, and you'll probably not notice this if you're an average user. If I'm to choose between these two, it is definitely the A73 for me, but the A53 comes real close. And that's all from me. It will be awesome if you hit that like button if this video was helpful, and also consider subscribing to the channel. Peace.